What's going on? So I'm getting better here. That means my videos are going to progress. And it may seem like that, but I'll still be me. So people sacrifice their character for a fake society, a society that doesn't care about them. It's never about you. It's always about what you can provide, what you can do, what you cannot do. And everyone tells you you shouldn't do usually what you want to do, what you want to do. Everyone tells you not to do that or you shouldn't go do that. And it's heard all the time. And then there's haters for whatever that you do. There's, a whole opera of negativity, whether it's energy, actual people, yada yada. It doesn't end for what you're trying to do. But people just want you to provide and always do something for society that they want you to do. It's never about you. Thus, people are sacrificing their dignity, what they actually want to go and do, all for something so petty. People become so obsessed with themselves because it's just a reflection of the outside of the way the world is. The world's in turmoil. Not necessarily the world, but the way we treat it is making it go in that direction just because of our physical energy, which is beyond that, beyond something the eye can see. And society never cares about you individually. They want you to be a mass of some type of identity that you don't belong to. How could you? A number, a flock of sheep. Some people, the other side of the light, of the dark, is simply resistance, going against intuition. Just as you can go up, energy can go down. Those are the two types of energies, negative and positive. There is a neutral energy. Naturally, we are slightly positive, which is an off balance, which is a balance. Because if there was so much dark, it would swallow the world. And that's why there's light and then this never-ending fight. And just to be clear, the devil is just someone who's caught up in their mind, never showed any love or care. But society, and then they create a society, a couple people, just with their thoughts. That's how it started, really. And then it comes to physicality, and it starts groping on us because we don't want that. But these people are weak-minded and weak-spirited. They don't know the spirit because it's, very powerful. And if everyone stood up for themselves, this is the thing that it's very it's almost very conceived the way it happens. But the reason why we're separated, because there's not too many people that are together in the neighborhoods, whatever, religions, we're separated. Because if we were together, then it'd be a different outcome and a different reality. Our whole perspective and our whole reality would be different. The whole consciousness, it changes with us on a bigger note. But it's always the one self. You know what I mean? It's just playing its other self. Like you have a good mask, you have a bad mask. Almost like a two-face, but not necessarily. But somewhat ironically, it's just kind of funny. You have a good side, a hero side, and you have a villain side. God plays. He gave birth and the creativeness to you, but people got overwhelmed by the energy, by the power, their mind. They succumbed to the mind for desires. They built desires that aren't our true nature, and they fiend for them. And then once you fiend for something, or once you want something so bad, you'll do anything. So you could get nastier and uglier for things, especially when you're stuck in the ego. Very interesting stuff. So the collective reality with the wars, and more so with the mistreatment of people, the slavery of people, is some degree on us, and it's definitely up upon us to change it. It's basically our karma, our big karma. Just because someone else is you ultimately in this reality. They are you. They can play their own personality, do whatever they need to do in life. They could be even unconscious. It doesn't matter, because your job would be to raise and make a better world. Yeah, that's the. But first, before that, you would have to find consciousness. So that would be the first goal. And that's basically it for this video. People lose themselves. Like, we're already 7 minutes in. We didn't even get to really talk about character and sacrificing for society, though we did in the beginning. And it's very simple. People are just being weak-minded, not in a derogatory way, but also not in a spiritual way. They don't know spirit. They are lost. They are being misled, but also they're misleading themselves. So you can't just blame one person, because it's like one for all, or one for all, or one for all and one for all. All for one for all. Of course, you can't change everybody. They're going to have to want to do something. You cannot install that drive in someone. It will just tick. But you can do the best in everything you want to do. And people sacrifice their whole life to go live somebody else's life, to go live someone else's society. I don't even care if you're helping people at that point, but you're sacrificing your own character, your soul, for something that's not real, that doesn't exist. Do you see the turmoil? It's being chained without physical chains, because it's not a physical aspect of we're being dominated. To some degree it is, but more so it's more so a mental. There's not a boss we have to necessarily defeat. We have to defeat people's egos and minds. See, it's not a physical dominance as if we were in the jungle or the woods and it was just conquer. It's not. That would be a little bit different. It's different now. So this one's a longer one. Let me know if you like the longer ones, and they're gonna be getting better. So remember this beard. It's weird. It's my year. Thanks for tuning in.